So, a recent incident has drawn significant attention to the intersection of military service and personal expression online. A U.S. Marine was relieved of their duties following a social media post that was critical of conservative commentator Charlie Kirk. This event quickly escalated into a national conversation raising questions about the boundaries of free speech for active duty service members. The core of the matter really involves where the line is drawn between a personal opinion and conduct that could be deemed unbecoming of a military professional. The Marines' removal from their position was swift, signaling that military leadership viewed the online activity as a serious breach of protocol. This specific case serves as a stark reminder of the unique standards to which military personnel are held, even in their private lives. The news first broke through online channels before being picked up by larger media outlets. The rapid dissemination of the story highlights the power and speed of social media in shaping public discourse. Details about the Marines' identity and specific unit were initially sparse, as the military often seeks to handle such personnel matters internally. However, the involvement of a public figure like Charlie Kirk, the founder of Turning Point USA, ensured the story would not remain quiet. The incident immediately became a flashpoint, with various groups weighing in on whether the disciplinary action was justified and individuals weighing in on whether it was an overreach of authority. The core issue revolves around the perception that the post was not just a political opinion, but a potential threat. This event is not isolated but rather part of a growing trend of military members facing consequences for their online behavior. The social media post at the center of this controversy was reportedly aggressive in tone and content. While the exact wording has been subject to various reports, the message was directed at Charlie Kirk and appeared to suggest a desire to confront him physically. According to sources familiar with the post, the Marine expressed a wish to see Kirk on a battlefield using language that was interpreted by many as threatening. This type of communication, especially when made by an individual trained in combat, is viewed very differently than a civilian expressing political frustration. The post went beyond simple criticism or political disagreement, crossing a line into what could be perceived as a direct or implied threat of violence against a citizen. Military officials took issue with the post for several key reasons. First and foremost was the perception that it constituted a threat, which is a violation of the Uniform Code of Military Justice. Service members are explicitly prohibited from communicating threats, whether online or offline. Furthermore, the post was seen as bringing discredit upon the armed forces. The Marine Corps, like all branches of the military, places a high value on professionalism, discipline, and respect. An active duty member publicly making aggressive statements toward a civilian is seen as undermining these core values and damaging the public's trust in the institution. The content was deemed unprofessional and inconsistent with the standards expected of a U.S. Marine. In the wake of the incident, commentary from public figures amplified the debate. Pete Hegseth, a military veteran and prominent television host, weighed in with a stark warning for service members. He stated that the Pentagon is actively monitoring the social media accounts of military personnel. He suggested this surveillance is used to identify and penalize individuals who express views out of step with the current administration's ideology or out of step with military leadership's ideology. His comments painted a picture of a command actively searching for violations, not just passively enforcing rules, particularly searching for violations of a political nature. This assertion has resonated with many worried about privacy and freedom of expression within the ranks. Hegseth's claims tap into a broader anxiety about a woke military and perceived politicization. He argued this level of scrutiny creates a chilling effect, discouraging service members from speaking freely. According to him, the system is selectively enforced, targeting conservatives, or those who question leadership more harshly. The Pentagon has not officially confirmed the extent of monitoring Hegseth described. Commands are responsible for good order and discipline of their units. That responsibility includes awareness of public behavior, which now largely includes social media activity. The military has clear, established rules about social media use. Official responses from military leadership have been careful and measured. The Marine Corps confirmed a Marine was relieved pending an investigation into alleged social media misconduct. Officials refrained from commenting on specifics, citing privacy concerns and the ongoing inquiry. They reiterated the military's commitment to upholding standards of conduct.
A spokesperson. All Marines must conduct themselves professionally and treat others with dignity and respect on duty, off duty, online, in person.
This language reinforces enforcement of existing rules. The Pentagon issued general statements about the broader controversy. A Defense Department official, speaking anonymously, clarified there is no broad program to spy on all service members' personal social media. Command leadership can act when made aware of public misconduct that violates the UCMJ. This includes posts that are threatening, harassing, bring discredit upon the armed forces. The incident highlights the tension: personal expression versus professional obligations. In civilian life, strong political opinions are generally protected speech. For military members, that same expression can be career-ending. Professionalism and